Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog. Well, it's Friday, end of the week. Not going to see you for a week, or a bit over a week. We've got to pack. I've got to finish packing. We've packed the boat. It's time to change hats from the media to the fishing hat. Trusty Akubra, ready to go. Of course, I got the 34 media logo on there. Couldn't help myself. Yeah, I've got to finish packing. I'm trying to get this video done before we go. I'll take that off. It's a bit big for indoors. Yeah, we've got I've got a bit to do. I've got to pack all my camera gear, work out how I'm going to do that, and then get that ready to go for Sunday. We go out. I've got to finish this video. I've got to finish the photos. I was up to about 2 a.m. last night working on photos. Some really nice shots yet again. The whole South Coast is going to just crush my editing. I'm getting very good at the editing. And a few of them I'm trying to do a bit of that new enhance feature in Photoshop, which basically takes you, it fine-tunes your details in your photo and it makes it a bigger image. So if it's say 20, it might be now 30, 40 megapixels. So it's obviously a little bit more data, a little bit to work with when I go in and do the fine-tuning in Photoshop. So it's a little bit slower, but luckily I've got the big Intel 16-inch MacBook Pro to work it. So it's going all right. I should have the photos done and have the video sorted. Video-wise, it shouldn't be a monster video, but there's only a few photos, so it should be okay. I should be fairly well on track to get it either tonight or tomorrow out to you. But either way, I'll work out a plan. I really want to get this video out for this weekend for you before I go. But yeah, so this will be the last one for a week. There'll be no another day, another vlogs until I get back. So we finish next Sunday, so I'd say it'll be Monday. Depending on how hammered I am and how tired, I will let you know. So, well, you'll see me anyway when I pop up in your screen. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing for us. That'll help me out. Much appreciated. And then you'll know as soon as I get back for your next episode. These guys over on the podcast, sorry guys, it's a big week. And we're going to miss actually the Apple event, which is huge. So, it's just one of those things. This is bigger for me and I think better for the channel because you get to see some amazing Northern Territory footage. The Daly River, one of the most beautiful rivers I've ever had the pleasure of fishing. Hopefully I can get you some photos of some beautiful saltwater barramundi, which are amazing fish to catch, to see, to hold, and witness. They're just very powerful fish. So yeah. Get to see the new boat. We'll do a boat walkthrough. I think I might do that once we're down on the river on orientation day. I'll get all that set up and put that as part of the package as well. We've got the beautiful new Stabbycraft 2100 that my brother-in-law Jolie is lucky enough to own, and it's a magnificent boat. Probably the best boat I've had the pleasure to travel on the waters with. It'll do ocean, it'll do rivers. It's an amazing boat. So we'll have a walkthrough from that to start off. We'll have our orientation day, so we'll probably be able to get out and we'll be checking the river out. We'll have the drones up and having a bit of a play. Once game day starts, that day one, it'll be full-blown fishing, maybe a few beers. But yeah, looking forward to get you some amazing stuff. We're going to trying to get some astro shots done while I'm down there too. Should be some nights early on in the week where I can get out there after 12 o'clock and get some shots of the beautiful, and it should be over the river. It should be amazing. So looking really forward to a lot of things coming up this week. As I said, there's no reception, so I think I can get messages and you can make a phone call if you're in a certain spot in the camp, and that's pretty much it. That's a bad thing, but it's also a good thing. It gives me a week to switch off from the daily show, everything, and just concentrate, or not concentrate, just switch off and relax and just be with the boys. And for 1 week of the 52 where I can, I guess, just sort of relax. So that'll be good. I'm looking forward to that side as well. That's always good. It's a heavy pace I'm running. Between work with 12 and a half hours a day and then doing the show, it's normally a 20-hour day for me when I'm at work. When I come home, I try to back off a bit. but it's still with a 3.5-year-old, nearly 4, coming up in September. It's a long day anyway. So yeah, looking forward to it. Pretty excited. Now, tech news, not as big as yesterday. Yesterday was a big day. Some big releases, some big announcements. One I didn't talk about yesterday, but I do want to mention because it is a pretty poignant one now. Podcasting. If you're over from the podcast, you'll understand. If you listen to podcasts, sound is super important. In YouTube, super important. That's why I have the best gear. I've got the Rode Wireless Goes. They've got the new Wireless 2 Goes, which I really want to get. And I've also used the Video Micro Goes when I'm out in the thing for the sound, for the noise as well, with the dead cat on. Look, Rode's an Aussie company, so I've no affiliation with them. No, I'm not sponsored by them, but they have just it's great to see, for me personally, and I know it's probably a bit selfish, but to see an Australian company that, as I said yesterday or the day before, amazing customer service, make brilliant products that are world famous. Like everyone knows who Rode is in the music game or in sound production game. They make a quality product. So it's just really good to see an Australian succeeding. Generally, we're Australians are known. We got the tall poppy. We normally take down the guys that talk about themselves. Rode doesn't do that. They don't go out and say we're the best, we're the greatest. They just make great products. They give great customer service. The rest takes care of itself. And it's a good learning lesson I think a lot of companies could really take on board. You don't need to tell everyone how good you are. You don't need to be an Apple and say we're the best, we're the greatest, the Samsung. If your product's good and your customer service is good, everything else is going to sort itself out. If your product starts falling, start cutting costs and making crap product, or you've got idiots that you've hired that are just treating customers like crap, you're gonna get hurt. It's gonna end in tears. It always will. There's plenty of companies that struggle with that part. Even the big companies, you get it. It's in all aspects of our life nowadays. So it's something really good to see. So they released, if you are a podcaster and you do some voiceover stuff at home, they got the little NT USB mini, little microphone. Great things, plug straight in your USB port on your computer, Mac or Windows versions it'll work with. Great little tool for doing that sort of stuff. Well, now they've brought out a new software system called Rode Connect. What that will allow you to do, if I can speak English through this beautiful sound, is connect up to four of the NT USB mics into your one computer, and then control them through this app. It's a free app. There's no charge. It's just something Rode's done. And there's a color-coded rings that they use for some of their cables when you're using for podcasting and stuff and some of the other gear. You can put this color ring on top of your existing NT USB mic, or if you're buying a set and you're setting yourself up now, you can have these color-coded so it's easy. You can see who's using what, so you know what color to swap and change to. So if you're a novice or early on and beginning and learning how it all works and setting yourself up, great way to do it. Super easy to use. Again, free. They just do a great job. I'm sure other companies probably charge money, but they know. I'm pretty sure they know that if you use this and it's a great service, well, you're gonna buy their NT USB mic. So they're gonna make their money that they need for it along the way. So look, great to see it. Looks like a good product. If it works anything like any of their other products, I'm sure it's going to be really good. So, and those little USB mics, they're not that expensive, about $100. So you get the free software, you get a couple of mics, you can start a podcast on your computer and go from there. Wow, it's you definitely can do it. So podcasting, if you want to have conversations and you got a friend and you always have good conversations, try a podcast. I've done it and I've got some ongoing fantastic listeners that always listen, and I do appreciate them. And it's good fun. Sort of, it's something that anyone can do. If you don't like getting out in front of people in the front of the screen and putting your image out there, your voice out there might be a little bit easier as a starting point in your career or whatever passion you're into. So give it a crack. And this is a great little system that'll help you. That won't cost you the earth. So go check that out over at Rode. Now, DJI, the 2S. Look, I honestly, I did not think it was going to be the 2S with the one. Obviously, yesterday we talked about, well, maybe the one's the 1-inch sensor. Well, it obviously was, and it's out. I thought it was just going to be a firmware update, basically a little few extra tricks. It does have it is not a massive whole new rebuild of the Mavic Air 2. It does have some great features. I went over and checked. Probably my favorite sort of drone technical guy, Potato Jet. He had one. He went through it and actually talked a lot about. He's a video guru. That's his specialty video. He's very into the drones. He flies FPV, flies drones. He's very switched on. Much sort of Matty Hoppy is probably my other one that I look to for the video side and the drone side. They're both good. I think Potato Jet just a little bit more easier to sort of understand and relate, and gives you a bit more technical stuff. Look, he said the colors are great. It's obviously the 1-inch sensor, 5.4K video, 12K FHD transmission now, 4-direction obstacle avoidance, ADS-B air sense. That's just helps you avoidance and your traffic control. So it'll tell you when the planes are coming and going around your area. 4K 60, 20 megapixel, 2.4 I think it's YM pixels, so basically just larger pixels, so low light. So if you're going to do us in Australia, we can't fly at night, but if you're doing that, we can go to Astro Twilight, which is sort of semi-dark. You're going to be able to get good quality images out of it. So that does make a big difference, I guess. If you're working at sunset or sunrise sort of drone stuff, that's going to be important. The Mini 2 suffers a little bit in those areas. Even with the 4K, it's just the sensor, obviously, and the pixels. Getting bigger pixels like the Sony A7S III makes a massive difference to your low light performance. So that's pretty cool. I thought that part. That 10-bit D-Log M color profile. Now, Potato Jet said it's actually really good. It does give you a lot of room. 12.6 stops of dynamic range. That's pretty darn cool. That means you can come in and edit your footage and get some really good colors and really fine tune it and make it a really good thing. Now, the other different one, which I thought was sort of good, it's like the quick shots. It's called Master Shots. I didn't really talk about it when the rumors we were talking about yesterday, but after watching this show, it's basically a pretty cool little feature. If you're like myself that goes out solo and you want to get some footage of yourself, it's a little tricky to sort of watch the screen and then fly around. You can do some quick shots where you sort of can put the controller down and sort of be there. Well, this is a whole different, this is a little bit different. It does 10 separate moves and stitches them as a movie. It goes to 3 minutes. He did it on a couple of occasions, so you can go watch Potato Jet's video on it. It's actually quite insightful. You'll get your helicoils, you get around, it'll basically lock onto you, give you 10 different aspects of where you are locked onto, and then put that as a video that you can use inside your video. So if you want to sort of set up an establishing shot, well, I've got to the top of this mountain, with that, and then just go bang, and then just sit there for 3 minutes, just staring into the wilderness, into the clouds. And at the end of that, you're going to get a little packet of joy, I guess. So look, I thought that was pretty cool, quite handy for us individuals that go out by ourselves and we don't have a separate drone pilot to go out and film you or your mate to come out and do it for you, or you to film them and sort of give that sense of scale to a location. And that's sometimes really good to set up how big. And I know where I am in the Pilbara when I'm doing all my stuff around the Pilbara, it looks okay, but since I've had the drone up there, it gives you that, holy crap, this place is huge. I'm tiny, and this wall's 100 meters high, and he's just walking down this canyon. It gives you that little bit of, takes you there, I guess, puts you in that spot and goes, oh, holy, yeah, righto. Yeah, that's pretty amazing where he is, where you might see it in the photos and it's that two-dimensional, or it's hard to get that depth. So it's good to get that, and this is another great tool that you can use to sort of really help people to sort of go, oh my God, look at that. Look where he is. That's amazing. I've got to go there. Let's go there and shoot some photos. So I think that's pretty cool. Now, 2100 for the base model, 2378 with the refresh. You're not going to be, please don't be silly and buy. Just no, don't buy the refresh. Get the refresh for 2 years. It gives you multiple repair jobs for free. Look, it's a couple $100, but when you're paying $2,000, you're paying 10% to cover your butt if anything goes wrong. It is worthwhile. Drones sometimes do not work. They're not perfect. Like anything in life, get it. It'll save your butt. Now it'll do 30 to 40 miles an hour and 31 minutes recording time. So 3 minutes less than the Mavic 2, but you get a lot more sort of quality features. Now it's above, I think it's about 1,800 or something for the normal Mavic 2. So it's only a couple of $100 more. Realistically, it's like the Mini 2 to the Mini. Probably the Mini 2 is a better jump up adjustment because you get that wind resistance, you get that level 5 wind, and that's, I wouldn't buy the Mini. I'd definitely buy the Mini 2 if you are going to buy the little baby. I wouldn't ever go back to the normal Mini. This is probably a little harder one. If you're just playing with a drone, you can probably save yourself a couple $100, and that'll cover your DJI refresh by just going the normal Mavic 2. If you're doing videos and doing some actual work with it, I think you'd be crazy missing out on that 10-bit profile, and also those master scenes will help you out if you are hiking around and doing stuff like I do out in the wilderness, doing some landscape stuff. So definitely, look, not a new drone, but a lot of great features, but still waiting on that Mavic 3. That was supposed to be March, it's now April. Is this just a wedgie? That's an Australian term, my apologies, wedgies. The beer you have while you're waiting for your mate to finish his last beer because he's that slower drinker. So you go and get we call it a wedgie. Go get a wedgie, fills in the gap between your next drink. So that's just, I thought I'd better just say that because it might sound a bit dodgy. So look, I think that's what this possibly is. They've put that Mavic 2 Pro tech into the Air. A little bit more of a, here you go. Just we need some more time for this 3. We're having trouble getting it to work or whatever. I think that's realistically what it is. A little stopgap or wedgie, as I call it, for DJI. But look, it's still looks like a great drone and working a treat. Now, Fast and Furious. I don't know if you're a fan. I love them. It's cars. It's crazy trucks. It's gone well and truly over the top. It's gone from dudes stealing video DVDs, or I think it was VCRs when it started, and it was full blown the rotary craze and the customizing car craze that I grew up with. So I've sort of lived through all that, from the Datsuns and the just all that craze that come through in the late 80s, early 90s onwards. Now it's into their robbing, saving the world, saving the CIA, and all this craziness. Next one's out. It's not serious. You got to go there to have a bit of fun, enjoy it, see just full blown crazy tech, crazy everything. It's got all the crew back. Han's back in it that somehow died and somehow is still alive. I still don't know how that works. I'm pretty sure Jason Statham killed him. That's how he got into the series. We've got Dom's got a brother now, which is John Cena, which they don't look anything alike. You'd sort of try and match it up a little bit, you think, or wouldn't you just clone Dom and do that and just do some like an alter ego thing? That's what I would have thought. Maybe put Dom with some hair. That would have been a bit more fun. I'm not a big fan of John Cena. He's just great wrestler and did a good job there. He's no Rock. Rock's a better actor than John Cena will be. I just can't get that feeling for him. Charlize Theron, smoking hottie, just gorgeous lady. Very cool. She's back as Cypher. You've got Helen Mirren back she makes an appearance. There's all the crews back. It's going to be fun. And there's a car with jetpacks on it. That's the photo I've put in there. That's part of the current trailer. So I thought I had to put that in there. Anytime you're going to whack jets onto a car and fly it in the sky, it's totally ridiculous, but it looks like a hell of a lot of fun. And 2 hours at least, I guess, hour and a half to 2 hours of just switch off from reality. So that should be good. Out in July, so go check that puppy out. Now, last but not least, Apple's 21st event. We know about that. We don't know what's coming other than we reckon the IMAX with the multicolour. We're going back to where they started in the 80s again. Well, Samsung has announced a 28th of April event. It's all about Galaxy. Now, Galaxy is not just phones. It's a whole brand. You got the Galaxy Buds. You got the laptops. Where the most powerful Galaxy ever. That's their theme on this one. Where the rumours are it's going to be some based around their laptops, and they're going to upgrade their laptops. There's been leaks on them, but from the leaks, the laptops aren't really that amazing. It's like Intel Iris X graphics, which is pretty average. DDR4 memory for your storage, which is that's not fast. You need DDR5. That's like the new minimum. So look, nothing really that it looked that impressive. There'll be fold-out screens and other different pieces. But look, that's going to be a big event. I don't know what they're going to be releasing, but 28th, Samsung's got their fingers in a lot of pies. There's going to be some fun stuff there for everyone to check out. If you're on the Android or Samsung Windows platform, they do make great products, so it will be pretty cool anyway. There'll be some fun stuff there, I'm sure. That's when I'll be back, so I'll definitely be able to give you a fresh report on that one. Rightio, well, that's it from me. Dual hats. It's time to go fishing. Wish me luck. Wish the team luck. Thanks to all the people that help us out, Fishing Outdoor World, that always help us out with gear and stuff when we go away. Ronnie and the family, that's always good. Super excited. Hopefully you can get a couple of nice barras, get you some photos and get some videos so you can go and see. It's probably, I've got to be honest with you, it's probably going to be adult rated on YouTube. I don't know how it goes with podcasts with that, but I'm going to say it right now, there's going to be some swear words. Fishing can be very emotional. And add in a couple of beers and a bit of bullshit. It's going to be a bit of fun. So anyway, I will see you all in a week. Have a great week. See you soon. Let's go fishing. Rightio. We'll be going fishing that way, or catching a barra this way. I'll see you in a week. Peace.